Check one, check one.
Bowlers continued to rule the roost as the fourth game produced the lowest score of the series. Mitchell Swepson made the most of the opportunity. His career best performance rocked the Bangladesh team. Five sixes and an over, and it looked as if Dan Christian would end this game very early. The batsmen didn't have it easy, but the Australians managed to win by 3 wickets, averting the possibility of a brown wash. You got to say that the bowlers have had the upper hand in this series, and it's going to be the last T20 international in this venue, Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium, between Bangladesh and Australia. And let me tell you, 49 T20 internationals at this lovely venue in Bangladesh has been outstanding. Of course, what we've seen over the past week or so, Bangladesh has dominated. They won the series convincingly, winning the first 3 T20 internationals. Australia, never to stay too far behind, managed to get 1 game back. That was in the 4th T20 internationals, winning the game by 3 wickets. But we are here in the last and final T20i of this series, a series which has seen a lot of ups and downs, a lot of twists and turns. But here, what's going to happen tomorrow? Discuss on the same, I have my guest standing on my left, Mr. Athar Ali Khan. Good evening.
Good evening.
It's been a wonderful series, especially for the bowlers.
Yeah, it's been outstanding. I mean, people talk about why it has been a low scoring affair. But if you do get these kind of surfaces, then you would need to apply yourself a little bit better in terms of batsmanship.
Yeah.
That is, when they go on to bat, they need to take a little bit of time. But yes, wonderful to see this, especially the bowlers. Not from one side, Anjum, from Australia and from Bangladesh. They've bowled in the right area and they've made life difficult for the batsmen throughout the series.
And you got to say, we've been reading a lot about the fact that it's been a very difficult series where the batters have found the game in their favor, a lot more difficult than other venues, especially being played around the world, minus the Sri Lanka series where the Indian team played against Sri Lanka. But you got to say, is it just the weather or is it the approach which has been different?
I think a bit of a both because we've seen this gloomy weather throughout the series. But having said that, it's also important how they have handled themselves in the middle against the seamers and against the spin bowler. We speak about spinners, but it's the seamers who've taken more wickets for Bangladesh. And also, if you look at the track record of some individual players, if you look at this surface, Mitchell Marsh has gone ahead and scored 150 runs. Josh Hazelwood is the highest wicket taker in most wickets in this competition. The biggest over so far has come from Australia, which was 30 runs for Dan Christian. So these things have happened in their favor. But I think Bangladesh have outplayed them collectively. Instead of individual brilliance, they've added more with coming around and getting together and performing together.
Undoubtedly, Bangladesh has performed really well. And of course, we've had a very consistent member around during the series. That has been the rain. It came down heavily in the afternoon as well. But that was before we stepped out of our hotel and got here to the ground. But we sent Parvez Maroof ahead because he wanted a little more like open space in the car. Today, he's got what to say. What's the analysis? Parvez Maroof with the pitch report.
It's been an enthralling series so far, dominated by the bowlers. We are using a used pitch today as well. Just want to touch on the wicket a little bit more. The wicket, as I said, in the serious game as well, the grass laid on top, nicely rolled in, pretty hard as well. Also, the last game, Australians tactically did one thing correctly, which was to send a hitter with the new ball in. We also mention every time that new ball is the hardest to the right, hence they won the game. Similarly, even this game, I just feel the team who does the tactical part correctly will come out victorious.
Yeah, both the captains have shown their preference to put the runs on the board and have also preferred to go out there and use the conditions early on. Is it going to be different or not? For that, we need to join Shamim Chowdhury with the two captains for the toss.
Very good evening and welcome to the toss of the fifth and final game of the Bangabandhu T20 series. We're here at the Sher-e-Bangla Stadium, and out there in the middle, we have the two captains, Mahmudullah Riyad of Bangladesh and Matthew Wade of Australia. And the match referee, once again today, is Niyama Rashid Rahul. So if you kindly toss the coin, please.
Heads.
Heads is call. Heads is the call.
We'll have a bat first.
Right.
Bat first.
Mahmudullah Riyad has won the toss, and I just heard you telling the other captain that you're going to bat first?
Yes.
Okay, now you had a bit of trouble, Riyad, in the last match, and really couldn't put up the runs when you batted first.
Yeah, I think that was a game that we want to forget. I think probably we're a much better batting unit than the thing that we have shown in the last game, but it is another opportunity to click as a batting unit.
Matthew, well, this opportunity to bowl again and show your prowess. The bowlers have done well for both the teams. You happy with the outcome of the toss?
Yeah, we probably would have batted, just given that it's a used wicket and it's been quite hard to score runs, so we would have tried to use the wicket first, but yeah, happy to chase.
Right, Mahmudullah, this is an opportunity also maybe to try a couple of new players. Have you thought about any changes in your team?
Yes, we have made few changes. We've got two changes. Mosaddeq comes in for Shamim, and there's a slight niggle for Shariful, so we'd like to rest him. Saifuddin comes in.
Well, I hope it's nothing serious for Shariful. And in your case, Matthew, any changes in your squad, the one that won the other day?
Yeah, we've made two changes to the bowling unit. AJ Ty goes out for Nathan Ellis, and Josh Hazlewood goes out and Adam Zampa comes in.
Well, it's the last day, Matthew. Just a final question to you. You'd like to finish it on a high?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got another opportunity. We'd love to win a game and hop on the plane and with a win under our belt.
And Mahmudullah Riyad, best of luck to you also. Both of you gentlemen, go well and have a good game. A reminder that Bangladesh have won the toss and have decided to bat.
Yeah, not a lot of difference there from the approach by the captains, but I thought a couple of changes for Bangladesh.
Yeah, Musaddiq Hussain coming in and a well-deserved rest to Shariful Islam. So they brought in Muhammad Saifuddin. It'll be interesting to see who do they open with, because Shomo Sarkar has really struggled with the bat as an opener. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe perhaps Mahdi or someone else can go and open the innings for Bangladesh. But yeah, a couple of changes, and they'll be hoping that they can play some good cricket.
Yeah, the Australians also getting in a couple of changes. Of course, Adam Zampa comes back in. You can't keep Zampa out, especially when Swepson has earned the Player of the Match award, and you need both the leg spinners to operate in tandem. Of course, the hat-trick man, Nathan Ellis, comes back in after missing the fourth T20. The rest of the squad remains the same, especially Josh Hazlewood is not there. But it's going to be interesting to see how the Australians come back.
What I like about this 11 is that they've got one for three frontline spinners. I think that should have been the case after the first match. But,
yes, absolutely. But sorry, Athar, to cut you short, we need to get back because the players are on the ground and the commentators are in their seat. Shamim Chowdhury alongside Parvez Maroof.
Welcome once again to this the last and final game of the Bangabandhu T20 series. Bangladesh winning the toss. Mahmudullah Riyad deciding to bat first. Mohammad Naeem, who's got 442 runs in his T20 international career, is going to open up. And he's partnered by Mehdi Hasan Miraj. So a little different to what we saw earlier games. Shomo Sarkar opening, but this is Mehdi Hasan now. Just 106 runs, a fledgling career. But he's got a point to prove here. This is his opportunity. As I say, very good evening to Parvez Maroof.
Good evening, Shamim. No surprise there. Ashton Turner, expected in the last couple of games. And also Soumya Sarkar, as predicted by Athar Ali Khan, coming down the batting lineup for Bangladesh.
Actually, it's Mehdi Hassan. Got Miraj also. Mehdi Hassan was obviously not here. Apologies for that. But as I said, Mehdi Hassan will have his opportunity. This is Bangladesh with a new opening slot. Taking guard now.
First ball not it. 80, first shot.
We spoke about tactical differences. Straight away, Bangladesh coming up with a right hand on top. All the series, it's been two left-handers opening the innings. This time, the young Mehdi Hassan getting a chance.
As they're missing the services of Liton Dash, who's unavailable for this series. We're all set to go here. Just a nice little control tuck away to open the account for him and the team.
A nice little easy loosener to Mehdi Hassan. Bit of the mark. And Sheikh has made decent form. Youngster playing his fifth game in the series. Been very impressive. Still very early days in his international career.
Start 80.
Slip in position. And drew him out into that shot. A touch, hint of a turn there.
Nicely ball. Ashton Turner much slower this time. I'm Sheikh trying to caress it through the extra cover. Ball just not there.
Nice 80.
We done slow you ball. It's good hard work to the batsman.
And that's a tad quicker than the last ones. Last one was 75 clicks. This one's 88 kilometers per hour.
And that's been very impressive by Turner. Even the last couple of games, pace he bowled was very impressive for a part-timer.
Now he slows it up. That's a wonderful variety already shown by Turner. Got to get a couple of runs as it played into the deep.
Extra fielder there, slightly misfielding, resulting in a couple of runs for Bangladesh.
Just threw his bat at it. Didn't quite make good contact, but still gets a single.
The variation that time by Ashton Turner. It's going with the arm with the single ball, speed of 99.1. Much quicker, the variation.
So it swung around. It's gone the aerial route, but it's gone the safe route to finish.